Come on in. Come on in. Welcome. I haven't been live in a while. I just feel led to come and chat with you all for a minute while I wait on my son. See the title, right? Look, you see the title, and I don't want to come here as if I'm being, you know, I'm gonna say holier than thou, but you know how people always trying to tell other people things that they're not doing or they haven't conquered, right? So the title is Stop Talking So Much. And this is coming from a chatterbox, okay? I'm a professional talker, okay? I am a professional yapper. I have a PhD in yapping, okay? So this is not coming from someone who just want you to just be quiet or just not share things, or no, this is coming from someone who's skilled. I am a skilled yapper, okay? Professional, whatever title you can put on yapping, that's me, okay? But I had to, I had to learn how to be quiet. Hey, Texas. I haven't been on live. I've been busy, Texas. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. Y'all have to be patient with me, right? I have a lot going on in my life right now. Not a lot of negative things, but a lot of positive things. So I thank God for that. So I'm just a little focused. My focus is a little different, but I'm still here for YouTube. I've been making so many videos that I haven't uploaded, but I'm still making videos. They're just not uploaded. I got them in my arsenal, ready to, you know, be launched out. And also, I'm working on some other things. You all are going to be proud of me. But I'm just waiting. So I'm here to talk about this here. I'm here to talk about, we got to stop talking so much, right? Stop talking so much. It is not good to tell people what you're working on, right? It's not good to tell people what is transpiring or happening in your life, right? It is not good to tell people while you're going through that thing, while it's formulating, while it's taking place. Because believe it or not, everybody you talk to is not really happy for you. And not only that, you don't want to put things out before what you're trying to do is solidified, because then therefore you may look bad, right? You may be telling someone, oh, I'm about to build this house, right? Or I'm about to get somebody's about to give me something, like bless me with something, and you tell somebody, right? You already don't put it out there. Now you building your house, something don't fell through. Now you're no longer in that process of building. Now it's delayed. So now you have to go and discuss with the people you told you were building the house, or the people you told that you were about to receive this blessing. Now you have to go back and tell them, oh, it's not going to happen. Or and I'm not saying that anything is wrong with that. I'm just saying that you don't want to open your mouth before what you're doing is solidified, right? You don't want to do that. You want to wait until everything is in place for you. You want to wait until things are final. Even sometimes when it's final, you still want to wait. Sometimes you still can't tell people, right? We have to learn to tell people on a need to know basis, because I know how it is. I've always been the type excited that, when I start something new, excited about a new project, excited about me, publishing, a book. I remember when I published my first book, as opposed to talking about it for years, right? That I was going to publish a book. When I talked about my book for years, I never published that book. I never published it. It never got published. You know when that book got published? When I stopped talking about it and I started working on it. And I was able to publish my first book back in 2018. But as long as I was talking about publishing my book and me receiving the non-responsiveness from people who I thought would be happy for me, that kind of made me feel bad about publishing the book. So I delayed it and delayed it because I just felt like people were not happy for me, right? I felt like people were not happy who I wanted to be happy. They didn't give me the energy that I wanted them to give me, right? They didn't celebrate me how I wanted them to celebrate me. And that did discourage me at the time. Now this new Monique, okay, I don't care if they celebrate me or not. First of all, I'm not going to tell anyone what I'm doing, right? That's number one. Unless it's people I know will be genuinely happy. I have a few of those that I know will be genuinely happy and support me and cheer me on. Now those people, if I'm led, I'll tell them. But I won't tell certain people things. When I know the energy they gave me about certain things before, I won't share things with them because I don't need that type of energy to discourage me, right? You want to tell people who you know will celebrate you and be genuinely happy for you. Because if not, it will delay your process. It will delay it. But I've learned even then, even with people I know who would cheer for me, I've learned not to really say anything until I know it's solid, until I know it's solidified, until I know that thing has been processed or done, finished, complete, right? And have you ever noticed, this happened to me, let me tell you, this happened to me, and I was in disobedience, but I'm going to share it with you all because some of you all are in disobedience too. You know down in your spirit, God has told you not to say nothing about what you got going on, whatever that is. I don't know what you got going on. You know in your spirit, you got that still small voice in your spirit say, just be quiet about this. Don't tell anybody about this. And you still told someone because you were so excited. You just wanted somebody to know just how good God was being to you. You know, you get excited, but you know, you were not supposed to tell anyone. It happened to me. I knew I wasn't supposed to tell somebody something, and it wasn't a bad thing, and it wasn't a person who I felt wasn't cheering for me, but it was the obedience, right? It was the obedience. I should have listened out of obedience. I didn't listen, and I ain't blaming the person. I'm blaming myself. I didn't listen, and I told them, and that thing fell through. It fell through. I felt because I said something when I wasn't supposed to say anything. Right? With this certain thing. Right? And we could say it was gonna fail anyways, but I just know for me, I know what the Spirit told me, right? So everybody's situation is different, but for me, I shouldn't have said anything. I was disobedient. Now I was still blessed, right? And I do believe what's for you is for you, but I do believe that if you're in disobedience, you could destroy things. You can cause things to delay. I do believe that. I don't care what anybody say. That's why your relationship has to be personal. Right? That's why the relationship has to be personal, because I know in my shanana, within myself, God told me to be quiet, but I was disobedient. I repented for it. And it came out innocently, right? It came out innocently, and then as soon as it came out of my mouth, I was reminded. Didn't I tell you not to say nothing? It kind of came just like that. It's like I was reminded not to say anything. But it happens, it happens, but we have to be careful. That's why it's good to practice solitude you know, you know, just practice being silent. Most people can't do that. Most people can't sit in silence. Turn off the TV, turn off the radio, turn off the lights, and just sit in silence. Meditate on the scripture. Put a scripture in your mind and just meditate on that. People can't do that. Most people can't do that. And if you tell people you do that, they'll think you crazy. They will think you crazy. That's why your walk has to be personal. Right? That's why what you do has to be personal, because some people even get jealous of the time you put in to be obedient to God. Some people get jealous of that because you put it in time to do what God is telling you to do. Hey Keisha, how are you doing, dear? They will get mad at that, mad of your growth, mad about what you doing. That's why it's good to not tell people things either. Because people will get upset with you. And selfish people will get upset with you because you are a giver. You're not thinking about just yourself. You're looking for ways to give. You're looking for ways to serve. And when they find out you're giving, you're not telling people because you're doing it in secret. But when they find out you're giving on the magnitude that you're giving, and you're serving on the magnitude, oh, I hope he's all right, Keisha. You have to email me. And I've been having issues. I meant to email you because I had issues with emailing you, and the email kept bouncing back. I don't remember. I don't know if you recall the last time we spoke. And the email me. I don't want to just email me. Yeah, email me, because it's something with the email. Your email keep bouncing back. Please email me, dear, because I don't know what's going on with it. But this message came up saying that it was undeliverable. It was not delivered. So, what I was gonna say, yeah, people get upset with you because you're giving how you're giving and serving how you're serving, and you're not thinking about just yourself, right? Because when you have a personal relationship with God, you're going to be a giver. You're not going to be focused just so much on your life. Not saying you can't just enjoy your life, but yes, not saying you can't enjoy your life, but when you're not involved in serving, and we see how people are struggling and how people are hurting, and you're not serving, you're not giving back, you're not trying to contribute, people get mad at you. Because they so focused on their life, and they see you seem to not have a whole lot, but you giving. You don't have half of what they have or what they seem to have. Like, how people like to compare. Like, no, you like to focus on serving and helping other people. Your life is just not all about you, right? It's not all about you. You will look for ways to try to give back, try to serve, try to help others. And you can't tell people that either, because they'll look at you like you're crazy. I wouldn't do that. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't give that. I wouldn't do that. No, you won't do that because you're not me. People always say, if I was you, I wouldn't do that. No, you're not me. So you're not going to do that. You don't have the heart I have. You don't think how I think. You're not going to do it. And it's okay. You do what you do and let me do what I do. Right? But you don't have to share everything that you do, every move you make, every blessing you receive, every encounter, you don't have to share every move, all the details. I know we're used to it. I know some of us grew up in families where you just feel that's what you got to do. You feel obligated. You feel obligated to tell your family everything, your siblings everything, your aunties, uncle, grandma. You just feel obligated. That's just how you were brought up, and you don't have to tell them everything that's going on in your life. And when people don't know what's going on in your life, of course they're going to assume. They're going to assume the worst because you're not telling them, right? They're going to assume the worst. Oh, they probably did this. No, they don't have no idea what's going on in your life. They have no idea, and they're going to assume, and you have to let them assume. I've experienced that a couple years ago where something happened, and it just was a whole bunch of assumptions. People had no idea. They only could speculate. Only could speculate what's going on. They had no truth, no facts about anything. So I just wanted to come share that with you all. You don't have to talk so much. You don't have to tell people everything. You know who you could tell things. But even the ones you could tell things, you still have to be led. Be in obedience. You have to be obedient. If you know in your spirit, God say, be quiet about this, you have to be quiet. It's not about putting people in your business, or it's not about being secretive. It's about being obedience. You're supposed to, you're not supposed to say something for a reason. It's a reason. You don't know the reason. Just be obedient to the voice. Just be obedient to the voice. Hey, baby.
Hi, Mom.
I'm doing the live. What's up?
Nothing.
How was practice?
Great.
Okay. You hungry?
Yes, ma'am.
Need some leftovers.
Okay.
You got to move your backpack. But hey, Betsy. So my baby has arrived. So I'm gonna end this live. But just
Hello.
you can say hello, but you better not get in this camera. You can say hi.
I said.
Oh. He always want to get in my camera. I don't let him come in my lives for personal reasons. But I just wanted to share that with you. Make sure you all just be obedient to that voice within. You'll be able to share. I know you want to share out of excitement. Like I said, I'm a professional yapper. I think I had some little baby yappers too. I think I had some baby yappers. All of my kids like to yap, so it is hard. Okay, but I had to learn, and I understand why. I had to learn. It wasn't easy, but I had to learn. So you all be blessed. I'm glad I was able to come and chit chat with you all. Keisha, don't forget to email me, dear. I miss you all. I'm coming back. I'm not gone forever. Just I got a lot of a lot that I'm trying to process and take care of, but it's going to bless you all too. When the time comes, I'll be on here to share with you all. Okay, so thank you all for tuning in. Be blessed, and I will talk to you all later.